Right, good morning everybody, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever it is wherever you happen to be. My name is Paul, I'm also called Knickknack, I'm the brains behind Knickknack's Old Peculiar, the world's most successfully boring blog, at least going by my figures, and Mr. Cuddy2977, the equivalent YouTube channel. I talk about TV shows I've watched, I do the daily teaser quiz, and occasionally I watch a movie. Tonight is Sunday the 15th of October, last night was Saturday the 14th, and last night I saw 3,000 Years of Longing and wanted to tell you about it. Based on A.S. Byatt's The Djinn in the Nightingale's Eye and directed by George Miller, 3,000 Years of Longing opens with a narration from Alethea Binney, Tilda Swinton, who's a single woman who's also a narratologist, a scholar of stories, who's on her way to Istanbul for a conference. At the conference's main lecture, Alethea faints on stage after seeing something unexpected in the audience. It's only after recovering and finishing her duties at the conference that Alethea decides she can't leave Istanbul without a memento. The one that catches her eye in the Grand Bazaar is a small blue and white glass bottle that she buys in Istanbul's Grand Bazaar. It's a bottle that seems both beautiful and completely innocent. It's only when she gets back to the hotel she finds out the bottle is occupied. Now, what did I make of 3,000 Years of Longing? Of a film that's not usually something I'd watch, but is nonetheless a gorgeous watch. Can I admit that I'm not sure how we're supposed to describe 3,000 Years of Longing, let alone pin down a genre? With a mix of fantastical elements in a real setting and real historical figures lurking about, could we call it magic realism? I don't know. I am no academic, I am no film critic, I am no literary scholar, and I'm particularly not a narratologist. I just watch films, so using labels I'm not familiar with is not something I do. Beyond calling this film a fantasy, along the lines of Pan's Labyrinth or The Company of Wolves, or calling it a romance, I couldn't exactly tell you what 3,000 Years of Longing actually is. However, to put it at its simplest, we're looking at a film about a djinn, a genie, rather than the drink. And it's one that, unlike the Robin Williams or Will Smith creatures in the two Disney versions of Aladdin, is not played for comedy. Oh no. Idris Elba plays the djinn very seriously and in a way that shows us that these creatures are not comedy sidekicks. They are beings of incredible power. He literally turns up smouldering. You can see sparks coming off of his gold-painted fingers and interacting with stuff around him. They are beings of power. So I have to give Idris Elba a lot of credit for a very good performance. It's a job that's well done and incredibly sympathetic, and matched by Tilda Swinton as Alethea. She is not a renowned actress for nothing, and in this film she uses a generic Lancashire accent, and in so doing I think she's nailed Alethea to the wall. We have a performer that can reveal a lot about her character with a simple frown, and does so, combined with the haunting tales that the djinn has to tell her. And we have a bewitching pair of performances here. The way these two characters and actors interact is quite something to watch. It really is. We've genuine historical figures into that mix. Murad the Fourth, Suleiman the Magnificent, and weave in ancient stories of the Queen of Sheba and King Solomon into that mix, alongside the film's very high production values. We have a very good film that's utterly bewitching. Granted, it's a romance, which isn't usually my cup of tea, nor that many other people that I know. And it's a film that shamefully bombed at the box office. Why, I don't know, because it is worth watching. It is a very good film, and one I think deserves your ticket money or your rental money at least once. give it a watch. Right, with all of that lot said, done and dusted, I think it's time for a last word. Right at the moment, it's the second week of October 2023, and frankly, I am planning on watching 2 or 3 more movies, although I have no idea how many exactly, nor when I'll be watching them. I do know I'll be catching those movies on an as and when basis, and telling you about them when I do. I'll try and put up a warning here on YouTube and on the blog, and I will try and do so on Mastodon, Twitter and Instagram. But just in case you didn't know, and just so you do know, I also watch and try and review various TV shows I take an interest in. Over the next few weeks, I am planning to watch Series 4 of Apple TV Plus's hit For All Mankind when it starts on November the 10th of this year. Then or about then, because I'm also going to be watching out for the 60th anniversary Doctor Who specials as and when they are aired. Also, at some point in November, the BBC hasn't exactly announced times and dates as yet. I will be watching them, I will be writing about them, I will be reviewing them, and I will be having a very busy month come November. I hope to see you then. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the big red subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, because that way you get to find out what I've seen when I see it. I will see you next time. Please take care of yourself and each other, and never forget the immortal words of Patrick McGowan. Be seeing you.